This is Cake and Shadow, Streets of Rage, round 3 and 4.
Streets of Rage 1 on the Sega Vintage Collection. It's got the Streets of Rage one.
More rage in the streets.
Even though we're on a beach, we're not even on the street, so that doesn't quite make. I don't know. It's level. Is there a beach level?
Beach
in every one?
of Rage.
I feel like there is a beach level in every Streets of Rage game. I know for sure there's one in Streets of Rage 2, but
Well, I mean, I guess
it's been a while since I played
some
Streets of Rage 2.
streets are next to some beaches, I guess. So.
But yeah, this level is like where the game starts picking up a little bit, starts getting a little more difficult. The first couple levels were like really easy, and then it's not that these levels get hard per se, it's just they start adding in a lot more different characters and they take a couple more hits to beat. You can tell they're stronger because they have a different color clothes on.
Whoa, bro! That's how you know. That's how you know. When they're different color, I mean, that's classic.
That's how it works in real life.
Yeah, that's how it works in real life.
You buy a
if you
shirt.
see a guy walking around in a white shirt, you know he's a pussy. But if he's walking around in a black shirt or a blue shirt, well...
You know, I mean, yeah, it's probably going to take a couple more hits to take the guy down.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Like, if I see this guy walking around in this light blue jumpsuit, I'm just gonna whoop his ass. But if he's in a dark green one, shit, he might give me some shit. And the red ones, watch out.
Yeah, they're very tough.
Yeah, you probably should run from them guys. If you see a guy wearing a bright red jumpsuit walking down the street with some black fighting style gloves on, you should probably just hightail it.
He probably means business.
Definite business. Probably got a pair of nunchucks on him or something. Run. I don't understand why there's stacks of tires just chilling on the beach with ham in them.
Apparently,
like the roast
you could
beef.
do that on these streets of Rage.
These rageful streets. They don't look that ragey to me. Like, there's no, like, fires burning in the distance.
This game was made a long time ago, though. This was, like, actually, I think it was one of the first games to come out on the Genesis.
Canadian Streets of Rage. We started at age 8. We don't do nothing. My question is, this game's made in 91. Not a one of these dudes got a gun except for the final boss.
Yeah,
Would you just, like...
I don't think they ever explained why nobody has guns in this game. Maybe because it would make it way too easy.
I think maybe because you would get your ass whooped.
Or maybe because then it wouldn't be like a beat 'em up, it'd be a shoot 'em up. Sort of. They did have games like that, right? Where it was just like Streets of Rage, but you had guns?
Yes, for sure. There
Can't
was
think of
one
any right
game
now.
for the Nintendo, man. I can't remember what it was, but it was that. It was like a side-scrolling shooter kind of deal.
Is it Prisoner of War?
I don't know what, but you started off in a jail. I swear you started off
Yeah,
like
that
trying to break
sounds
out of air.
Prisoner of War, it sounds about right.
Where
You're
like all the guys look
Vietnam
like
War.
ninjas. No, all the guys look like futurized ninjas, and you had a laser gun. It was I forgot what it was called. Like, I don't know. I wish I had all the games from my childhood. Like most of them, I don't know, weren't mine. They were like friends or like families that like I would just like play and got used to.
When I was younger, we had a Nintendo. I mean, we had a couple games. Like, it wasn't a ton of games, but up at my grandparents' house, we had like, I guess it's like my cousins' games. Or, like, they had a ton of them. There's like 100 games. Like, it was so exciting to go up there. We would
Rescue Rangers, Nintendo.
Yeah, Rescue Rangers is a good one.
It had one of the best ones, right? Like it was actually like it had like different levels, like different shit to do. It was a good.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely held its value for not being that rare, which usually is because games are fun to play. And
yeah, it was pretty sweet.
the Chippendale 2, they came out with the sequel for the Nintendo, but it was towards the end of its life cycle, so it's actually rare because they stopped making as many games when it was like, I think it was like about a year or so after the Super Nintendo came out,
Yeah.
or maybe a year before. Nah, probably a year after. What makes sense, a year before.
Yeah. It's weird they never made Streets of Rage. What are we fighting here?
I think somebody just hit X by accident.
Yeah, that was all me. I'm an idiot. I constantly hit X on accident.
Yeah, it's not the same without the Genesis controller. Like, you're so many buttons. You figure when one of them doesn't work, you have to hit the other one, and eventually you end up hitting the X, and it doesn't work out well. But
I just hit it anyway.
yeah, whatever.
These guys all suck. We suck. We're not the best at this game, but we're better than you. If you're watching this video.
Really? Because we're playing them. I mean,
This is the hardest setting on the game, by the way.
the ones where the enemies die in one hit and all that shit.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. Anyways, like what I don't get is what kind of. Why is it just missing spaces in the street?
Maybe it's like supposed to be a bridge that was like they're working on, but it doesn't quite make sense because there's no like you would have construction enemies or something, right?
Yeah, right.
If they're working on it, they would be construction enemies.
Instead of these Street Fighter knockoff dudes.
Maybe Mr. X was like taking out chunks of the street so you couldn't just drive straight up in car and get to him. He like had to make sure you had like some sort of course you had to walk through.
I still don't know what's up with the dominatrix and the whips. Weirds me out for sure. Like why I don't understand.
I think it has something to do with Japanese culture. Like there'd be like punk chicks that look something like that.
And the other guys,
and they'd always be ruffians or whatever, thugs.
And the guys with like the armor on, like what are those guys? Like future ninjas?
Armor? No, it's actually a trench coat.
It's a trench coat.
Those guys, yeah.
Yeah.
They have like a trench coat and they're like boots. You can see it better in the Streets of Rage
so they're
too.
Gay go-go dancers?
Yeah. Basically, all the bad guys are like
Gay.
some either
Super
punks.
gay
Punks.
What about the weird Steven Seagal guys?
That is some weird.
You think that's like their imagined creation of Steven Seagal? Like they're like just put the
It's way too small to be Steven Seagal, and plus the game would be like probably way harder.
Well, maybe his chest is too small, but his legs are perfect. He's got those really little legs.
As perfect as you can get on a 16-bit console.
Steven Seagal, 16-bit.
Being emulated through a 360.
Yeah, that's true. Again, the border. Ugh. Come on, let me get full screen. Let me get full screen, please.
So, wouldn't it be weird if you, while watching this on YouTube, it'd be like a border inside of a border inside of a border? And then somebody could actually record a video of the video in the video.
And it'd be borderception.
Borderception. That's probably what will happen in the future. Can you imagine that when you can actually like play emulators inside of emulators inside of emulators?
Somebody should re-record this and put commentary over it, so that way like there's double
just chime in on the parts that we stopped talking.
Commentary and double like game sound. That'd be awesome. Yeah, you can chime in when we're not talking, so it sounds like you're there. Oh, block up.
Cat-like reflexes.
Oh yeah, that was when I
To get that one, you get thrown by the enemy and you hold up an A. I just did it there, but I'm second player, so I'm assuming I can't get achievements for some reason.
Yeah, apparently we played on Xbox Live and not local. Might be able to get achievements.
We played on Xbox Live?
No, we didn't. We should have though.
No, it's
Maybe
maybe.
if we
Maybe.
played on Xbox Live. I don't know.
Who knows?
We'll figure it out. We'll let you guys know.
Yeah. So, anyways, these guys are the pretty much the hardest enemies in the game, minus the Blaze clones.
It kind of doesn't matter, right? Like, because this is the same game for everything. So, if you play this game on Nintendo, or not, if you play this game on Genesis, or maybe the PlayStation Network, or pretty much any console, it's gonna be the same game. So, achievements are kind of stupid. Here it goes. It's only Xbox that gets achievements. Who cares? I hate these fat dudes so much. Like, I hate them. These are the worst guys by far, because they just run off and on screen way faster than you can.
Alright, well, we'll see y'all next video. Peace.